Returning subscribers, it's a pleasure to have you back. Welcome back, guys. And if you are new on this channel, my name is Judith. I'm a Zimbabwean. I'm based here in Thunder Bay in Northern Ontario. I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys. That's where I'm based. It's a small city here in Northern Ontario. And you are welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the family. So if you are new, remember to like this video, share with your friends and family, and remember to subscribe. I'm doing this short video, guys. It's late already here. But I just decided to drop this short one to answer a few questions because some people were coming into my inbox on Facebook based on the video that I did about express entry. Some people had some questions, and I just felt that I need to address those questions so that everything becomes clear. So the first video I did, I was only explaining the express entry program in general, how it's done, what do you need to do, and everything. And that was a summary. I think in each and every of my videos, I'll always put a link that guides you or that connects you to the Government of Canada website, where you can always check and verify everything. But for today, I want to answer two questions. The first question is those people who are saying, oh, so is express entry only for those people who have a degree? So what happens if I never went to university? Don't I qualify? I think I mentioned in my video that the express entry has three categories. I talked about the Canadian experience for people who are already in Canada, and I talked about the federal skilled worker. This one is for those people who have degrees. Then I talked about the federal skilled trades. So for those people who are saying, I don't have any skill, I don't know anything, I don't know what you mean, because in my perspective, we are all skilled in one way or another. I don't like the word non-skilled because each person has a skill. We all know how to do something, guys. So if you have a skill that you know, for example, electricians, plumbers, hairdressers, chefs, cooks, you can apply for permanent residence under the federal skilled trade workers. Okay, you can qualify under this program, and the only difference between the federal skilled trade and the federal skilled workers is that for the trades you need to have a valid job offer. That's why on my Facebook page I'm sharing job websites, websites that are credible, where you can go and apply for jobs. And when you're applying for jobs, guys, don't target big cities. You can apply for jobs in small cities or rural areas, because many people, when they come into Canada, they don't want to settle in small cities. But in my opinion, small cities, they actually have more jobs. Like for people who have skilled trades, it's easier to move to a small city than to move to a big city. That it's my opinion. I don't know, but it's just an advice that I'm putting out there, that you can try to apply for jobs, and then when you find a job, a valid job offer for it that has at least that is valid for at least 1 year here in Canada. And also, if you can get a certification of qualification for whatever skill that you have, that is also required under the federal skilled trades. So guys, and still, if you don't qualify to apply for permanent residence through the express entry program, it's still okay. There are so many other programs that I'm going to share. There's the provincial nominee program. There's also the rural and northern immigration pilot. There's the Atlantic immigration pilot. There are so many ways, so many pathways, like I said in my first video when I was introducing this channel. And that's what I just want to do, just to give an eye opener. I'm not going to provide all the details, but I give you an idea. I'm guiding you, and after you watch my videos, then you can go even to the links that I'll share, and you research more, gather more information, and begin to act. I think I've answered those people who were saying, I don't have any skill and everything. You have a skill and you can apply through Express Entry. If it doesn't work through Express Entry, there are other programs. Caregivers, you can look for jobs. I gave a link and I showed you how many jobs that are there only in Ontario for personal support workers. It doesn't mean that all of them are going to be hiring from outside Canada. Some of them will say we are only hiring within. But when you want something, you keep on applying, and as you keep on applying, you begin to know even what they expect and everything. But on my Facebook page, I'll keep on sharing links to help you to find jobs. I think that answers that question. The other question that I wanted to address is about the new Express Entry program. So, there are two major changes to the Express Entry program that I'll talk about. First, is the new knock code system that is going to be introduced in November. For those people who are familiar with how the Express Entry works, when finally you are going to create your Express Entry profile, you are supposed to fill out and show your knock code. So there's a new knock code system that is going to be introduced. Right now, what they were using is the 2016 version. And the new knock code, they are calling it the knock 2021 version. I'll put links here so you can be able to see the differences. This new knock code system, it's more based on your training, your education, your experience and responsibilities. But the categories and the skill levels are almost more or less the same. There's a slight difference. But for you to be able to understand more about this new knock code system, I'm going to put a link in this video so you can go to the Government of Canada website and be able to learn more about this. That's one of the major changes. Another major change, it's emanating from the Bill C-19 that many people are talking about. So the Bill C-19, what is it? This is like a bill that was passed by the finance minister, and it covered like the general budget of Canada. And in that bill, there was a small section that pertained to immigration. So what are the changes that are going to be brought about by this bill? So the bill has authorized the immigration minister to be able to categorize people when Express Entry draws are going to be made. For example, right now, the Express Entry is being done based on the points that you have. The higher the points that you have, the higher the likelihood of you being selected to apply for permanent residence. But under this new bill, what is going to happen is the immigration minister may decide to address a certain economic goal per draw. For example, instead of inviting people who have the highest number of points, the immigration minister may decide to invite only people who have a valid job offer. So in a draw, instead of maybe inviting someone who has 500 points, the immigration minister can invite someone who has 350 points, but they have a valid job offer. Or he can decide for one draw to invite people who are able to speak French. That's why I said on my Facebook page, it's very important if you can to learn French, because Canada is trying to invite more French speakers into the country who can settle not only in Quebec, but even outside. So it's important, if you are able to, and if you have the capacity, it's important for you to learn French. So the immigration minister for one draw may actually decide to invite only French speakers. So it means the draw is based on your language abilities. Or in one draw, he may decide to invite only healthcare workers. So Canada is doing immigration to address their economic needs. So that's why you see that the programs, they keep changing, because it depends on what Canada needs at that particular time. Immigration is being done so Canada can benefit. But the reason why we are inviting so many people that you can apply is because when you come, you also benefit. Canada benefits, but you are also able to benefit because the economy is well regulated. There are benefits, free health, free education, good governance, and all those things. So guys, I hope I've addressed the questions that people were asking. Of course, there's so much speculation right now, because as much as the Bill C-19 was passed, no one knows when it's going to be implemented. And some people are speculating that maybe by the end of this year or in 2023, that's when this Bill C-19 will be implemented. Right now, express entry draws are happening as normal, like how it used to be in the past. They stopped to invite people during COVID-19 and because of the backlog that they had. But otherwise, express entry draws, they resumed. So my advice would be, don't be disheartened by the changes that are happening because of the new express entry system that is coming. For me, I actually think it's a good system, because the older system disqualified some people based on age. Like once you reach 40 or you are more than 35, your chances are very slim of being invited to apply for permanent residence. But with this new Bill C-19, I feel like even someone who's more than 40 years, but maybe they have a certain skill that Canada is looking for, or maybe they are able to speak French, or maybe your level of education, or maybe the immigration minister decides to invite people who have more experience. So, I mean, that means everyone stands a chance. It's no longer only based on your points in the express entry pool. So guys, that's what I wanted to address today, that the new express entry system, let's not be discouraged. I think it will actually work for good for other people. And if express entry doesn't work for you, there are so many other immigration pathways, and there are so many other ways of coming to Canada that I'll keep sharing on this channel. Well, I thought this video was going to be less than 10 minutes, but I kept going on and on. So guys, be blessed, keep watching, keep sharing, and remember to subscribe if you are new to this channel. Like the video and share with your friends and family. See you next time. Thank you.